Today we are here in the Netherlands at the Kaag, which is a beautiful lake area in the middle of the Netherlands, fresh water. And we're at Jachthaven Jonkman, where we have a boat moored with the Biozide-free B-Free Explorer system on there. Now this boat is already in the water for 3 years, in and out of course, because every winter it gets taken on shore. But we're here to do an inspection on the long-term performance. So this boat has only got one new coat of the B-Free Explorer after its second season. So this basically is the second season with the new coat. So it's going to be interesting to see how she will get out, and I think it's also interesting for you to get an understanding of what is different about this new technology. It's worth noting though that the boat has been laying still on its berth for at least 5 weeks. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this is going to look like. Stay tuned. Okay, in the meantime, we managed to get the boat to the hauling place. And as you see, it's currently laying in the slings. As expected, the underwater hull is a little bit dirty, which you can see here as well. But the good thing about the Biozide-free technology is, as you can see, even with my bare hand, I quite easily clean it off. But it's disgusting, that's for sure. Boat is in the slings. We've taken it out of the water. We on purposely have not pressure washed it yet because we want to show you how easy it is to clean. What we normally intend to advise is to just use microfiber cloth. Obviously, normally the boat is in the water, so the cloth will be wet then as well. And you simply get to your bottom and up with some very gentle rubbing action. You see, it's getting clean. And this is the completely different thing as what you would expect with a normal traditional antifouling, because the traditional antifouling, especially the eroding ones, will fade away straight away, making the water dirty, making it a polluted kind of thing as well. But this, it's biocide free, it's perfectly healthy in that way. So just have a nice swim, get in the water, take a microfiber cloth and clean it every once in a while. The other thing which you need to take into account when you're working with these type of antifoulings, basically fouling control coatings, sorry, my mistake, is the fact that the surface is really slippery. And that is the way it's designed. So basically like the organisms can't really attach to the coating itself. But that brings an additional risk. The coating itself isn't really the best to withstand mechanical wear and tear. So here you see one sling which is like normally placed, and here you see one which we have wrapped in plastic. And we really recommend to do that, because when the forces start to get strengthened on the sling, doing that, it might rupture the coating. So again, on the cleaning, microfiber cloth, make it wet. Normally, of course, the boat is in the water, so it's wet anyway, smart. Not too much pressure, just gently wipe it, and you'll see you get it clean. Take everything off. Now there are special brooms in the market, which you don't really have the need with to get into the water. I haven't tested those myself yet, but I do hear good and positive feedback around it. No pressure, just let it go. This one has been laying still for 5 weeks. From my experience, if you just take it out every other week, especially in the Dutch freshwaters, it's fine, it shouldn't be an issue. Obviously, depending on where you're sailing as well. Here we have a bit more green. It's almost like a little salad. But you see how easy it cleans. Some top tips when you go for the biocide-free coating solutions, especially for the B-Free Explorer. Wrap the slings in plastic. This will avoid any mechanical damage on the coating itself, and I also recommend to tie the slings together just to avoid that the slings can't slide apart and the boat falls out, which is also recommended by the insurance companies, by the way. The other thing, if you're not taking your boat out that often, make sure that you clean it regularly. And what is regularly? I would say, well, that depends on the waters where you're at. I often do it every other 3 weeks. The other thing, when you take the boat out of the water, then make sure you plan proper time in to get your bottom cleaned. And what I mean with that is make sure that once you store it for its winter storage or on shore or whatever, make sure that there is no fouling attached to the coating itself anymore, because that will simply dry in and that will heavily affect the performance of your coating.